Hello, hello. Welcome again to my Thursday afternoon lives. I've been doing these LinkedIn lives for a few weeks now, just talking about career pivots and everything that, you know, comes with that. Feel free to put your questions in the chat. But today we are going to be talking about why you should make a career pivot. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ibiami Balogan, and I am the founder of Foot in the Door Consulting and a career transition coach. So my focus is folks that are looking to make career transitions. So today's topic, like I said, I'm only going to be on here for like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not going to take up too much of your lunchtime. Is why should we make career pivots? The first one that I see a lot of in terms of clients coming to me and looking to make a career pivot is for health reasons. So many people are overworked and burnt out, and the career option that they've chosen doesn't really create an opportunity for a lifestyle that is healthy, right? We see this a lot with healthcare providers. We see this a lot with like helping professionals, service providers, getting burnt out just because the lifestyle is very go, 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 go. And, they're supporting lots of people and don't really have that opportunity to have like a well-rounded life. Not saying that healthcare professionals cannot have a well-rounded life. I'm just saying that some people find it to be too much for them. So at that point, they're usually looking to make a career pivot. Another reason I see people wanting to make a change is they want to get back to themselves. They want to get back to pursuing their passions, right? So maybe they made their career choices based on their family's expectations. Maybe they made their career choices based on status or money or scarcity. Oh, there's jobs here and I really want to secure a job. So I'm going to go and get a good government job. Like all of these choices, basically they made them based out of like things that are not related to them internally, but everything external. And they've been doing the job for the career for 5, 6, 7 years. And they realize that, you know what, like I really this does not align with my soul. I'm not passionate about this. I'm not interested. And they want to get back to themselves. They want to figure out what they actually like, and then they want to make that career pivot. Another one that I see, another reason that you should make a career pivot is when you go through a major life transition, right? I see a lot of clients who make changes in their like long-term career. So or it's not career, their life. So they get married, maybe they have a kid, maybe they lose a loved one, maybe a global pandemic happens, right? And all of a sudden there is a new perspective on what is important, right? Including their career choices. So I have a lot of moms that will come to me and they've been in their career for a very long time, and then they have a kid and then it's like, oh, being a working mom is really tough in this industry or in this environment or in this, situation. And I don't want to work and not see my babies, or I don't want to sacrifice family time. So then all of a sudden what's important to them shifts. So their career choices shift, right? Or someone getting married. I have a potential client who reached out to me, is getting married, or he just got married and he is, really evaluating what's important to him and, his new family and wanting to spend more time with them and looking at making career choices to reflect that. So this is one of the reasons, another reason, right? Another reason that I see people looking to make career transitions is immigration, right? So they move to a new country, and two things happen. They're either forced to make a career change, aka, the new country has a lot of regulations around their profession, and they have to go and upskill significantly. I'm talking about a lot of doctors that kind of move out of the medical industry in Canada because it's extremely regulated, and they have to go back to school and go take all these exams. And for some people, it's just like, it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. So they're looking to make a career pivot and see, what else can I do with the education that I have, the experiences that I have? How else can I do this? Or you have people, like I said, immigrated to a new country and are really looking for a fresh start, right? They're looking for something new. They're looking for a fresh start. So this is another reason why they make those career pivots. Another reason is simply because you changed your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Funny enough, I actually posted this on my Instagram yesterday. I have an event coming up in next week, actually. Oh my goodness, yeah. And I had initially put it on a Saturday because I was like, yes, people won't have work and they'll have time to chill and then show up. And then yesterday, I was like, I don't want to work on Saturday. And I'm sure if I'm feeling this way, most people don't want to necessarily show up on a Saturday. Let's move the event to a Friday. And, initially I was like, oh no, well, the marketing has already gone out and this, that. And I was like, well, you can also change your mind. You can change the slots, right? All of that to say, like, changing your mind about your career is allowed, right? Yes, you have invested your time, your effort, your finances. Yes, you have done all of those things and you have had a great career, but you may also just want to try something else, right? I'm talking to all of my multi-hyphenates in the room, right? Where we love a whole bunch of different things, right? I always like to say that, like, I probably changed my niche like a few different times, right? There was a time where I was experiencing burnout. So I was really researching and focusing on burnout and burnout coaching. There was a time that I was a first-time manager. So I was really focused on leading and coaching other first-time managers, right? Again, you're allowed to change. You're allowed to make changes. You're allowed to, evolve. The thorough line, right? The theme for me was coaching, but all of these different changes have popped in and popped out over the seasons, and it's okay, right? And then lastly, you want more money. Wanting more money is a valid reason to want to make a different career choice, right? If you have, big financial goals that are coming up and you require more capital to be able to kind of sustain those financial goals, then you might want to go into a career, right, that allows you to transition and get a little bit more financial freedom and things of that nature. Yes, that is my mom in the chat, by the way. It is very freeing that you don't have to be locked in. You can literally change your mind at any given point in time. But what I was saying is financial freedom, bigger investments. I follow these families on Instagram where it's like, watch me look at my pregnancy test and whatnot. And I was watching the other day, and this family, they already have 2 kids, and they found out they were having triplets. You're gonna need more capital. You're gonna need more capital. So making a career shift and making an extra 40, 50, 60K a year is valid, and it happens, right? So regardless of what your reason is for wanting to make a career pivot, I can actually support you through navigating the convoluted process of making a career pivot, right? The emotional side of it, right? Making any type of change, any type of transition, especially a transition to like your daily life, your livelihood, your coworkers, like it could be a lot, I think a lot of the times, because people are always looking for a new job or looking for what's new, it feels very like simple to make these changes, but it's actually not. So, really helping my clients define what they want out of their new opportunity and, what they truly want, right? Not just like what's available or what they see the trend is or what, they want to jump the bandwagon on, but what is actually like lighting their heart up. And then we identify like, how can we go about this, right? I think a lot of the times people immediately, the first thing they think about when they want to make a career change is, I need to go back to school. To that, I say not necessarily, right? There's so many things that you can do in between before you jump and go back and get another degree and start down that whole process and invest more money and more time into something that you may or may not be interested in, right? I think it's really important to have a strategic plan when you're looking to make a career pivot. And that plan should include looking at your finances, talking to a career coach, mapping out your new lifestyle and the way that you want to live, understanding your current skill sets and what you want to do, and really reflecting on who you are and what you want to do next. And then connecting all of those things together to create a really, really good, seamless career pivot. So, if you are one of these people that identified, so you are looking to pivot for health reasons, you want to get back to yourself and your passions, you have gone through a major life transition like getting married or having kids, and you're thinking about what's really important, you've immigrated and you're looking for a new career, or you simply want to change your mind or get more money, then making a career pivot is for you, right? I'm going to be hosting a webinar next week Friday at 12 o'clock. So it's just going to be like a 1 hour conversation. It's a private training on how to pivot like a pro. So everything I've talked about today, we're going to revisit, but then we're going to dive into depth, right? You're going to be able to ask questions. It's going to be, not on LinkedIn Live. It's going to be in a private room. So you can kind of share openly. It will be recorded. So if you can't make it, that's totally fine. I get it. But that is what the event is. It's Pivot Like a Pro next week, Friday, September 27th at 12 p.m. I hope to see you there. If there are no other questions, thank you so much for joining me for another Thursday Live, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.